I'd like to go over the invertible counterpoint etude number 7, the chromatic line here. Look at what the chords are, what's happening, and how we're going to flip it. So invertible counterpoint means that the line that was in the soprano can become the bass. The line that was in the bass can become the soprano. If you have a four-voice texture, that means alto and tenor and bass and soprano can all switch, and it still works. Of course, Johann Sebastian Bach was the master of this, and you'll find it in many of his pieces that suddenly, particularly in the fugues, in four-part fugues, everybody gets a chance. Each voice, bass, tenor, alto, soprano, each voice gets a chance to state the fugue theme. The fugues of Bach are really worth looking into. If you've not listened to The Art of Fugue, it's all in D minor. It's all amazing. It's all based on that theme. It's about an hour-long piece, and all of it's generated from just those notes. Quite incredible. Art of Fugue. In string quartet or reed quintet, or people have done it in so many ways, but organ, harpsichord, piano, whatever you like. Pick an instrument and go on YouTube and find The Art of Fugue. Well worth it. So here we are with invertible counterpoint etude number 7. So, like the title says, we're going to go down chromatic scale with a little bit of a leap here and there. So what do we have? Starting here with 12 and 11, G and E flat, so we're starting off G and E flat. This is a second inversion, C minor. Little C minor chord. And we're coming off of the third sus2 to give us somewhere to go. So 12 and 11, coming off to 10. And again, we have this little D7 chord. This is F sharp and D, 11 and 10. So from the root to the flat 7. This is a 4-3 suspension, meaning the 4th degree is coming down to the 3rd degree of G7. So it's as if we're going C minor, D7, G7, C minor. These notes. So here's F with a C, and it resolves. That 3rd degree comes down to the 4th degree, from the 10th fret to the 13th fret to the 12th fret. I'll call out pitch names. G, E flat and D, F sharp, D and C, F, C and B, and now first inversion C minor, E flat and C. This is a 13 and 13 on strings 4 and 2. Now we're going to reach down. This C is going to become an A. So it sounds a little bit like F7 here. Going to B flat. But that B flat immediately gives up something to keep going. So E flat and C with an A at the 10th fret, 13, 13, 10. Then D and B flat, so it's a B flat major chord, going off to the major 7. Now this beautiful A7, C sharp and A, 11 and 10, with 12 in between on the third strings. D7 sus4. So here's 10th fret, 12th fret, down to 11th fret. C, G, F sharp. So the 4-3 suspension again. We've had that here, here, and we're resolving to first inversion, G minor. B flat and G, 13th and 12th fret of the 5th and 3rd strings. But it wouldn't be an invertible counterpoint etude if we don't do the line with the bass having the melody. So these are some interesting fingerings that I really like, worth spending time on because they're fairly uncommon. Here's 13 and 12 with the middle two fingers, E flat and G. So that E flat has to become a D, 12th fret. So you have to stack your fingers up next to each other at the 12th fret. Then that becomes D and F sharp, 12 and 11. Dropping down to C. So I was keeping my middle finger on the 3rd string the whole time. Then we get 10 and 10. C and F, becoming G7, B and F, 9 and 10, and they invert for a second to become C minor, 10 and 8, C and E flat on the 4th and 3rd strings. So that line. Then we're going to have C and E flat with an A underneath, just as we had here. So I'd say little finger, 2nd finger, 10th and 8th fret, 4th and 3rd strings, dropping down to 7th fret of the 4th string, A. So C, E flat, A. Now we need B flat and D with that same idea that we had here of fingering. Middle two fingers, 8 and 7, coming off to 7. B flat and D down to A. And now our little A7 chord. 7 and 6, A and C sharp with a G underneath. Then G and C. Little D7 sus, G and C down to F sharp, 5 and 5 down to 4 and 5, and then they invert to 5 and 3, G minor. So that's a different way to hear harmony, to hear the motion in the bass. This has been Invertible Counterpoint Etude number 7. If you haven't yet done so, please do subscribe to the channel. If you've watched this far, I appreciate it very much. Like, share, leave a comment. It's always great to hear from you. If you'd like to leave me a tip, my PayPal information's in the description below. And as always, I wish you a very good day.